How will XRP play a central role in the future central bank digital currency system? How Ripple is the solution to central bank digital currency? How is XRP leading the top 10 cryptos? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are giving away 50 XRP coins at the end of the month. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Welcome back XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel to stay updated at all times. Raoul, a former executive at Goldman Sachs, believes that the XRP network has the potential to play a significant part in any central bank digital currency-based economy that may emerge in the future. The chief executive of Real Vision said in a recent Ask Me Anything session that the XRP ledger has developed a strong basis by actually being extensively utilized rather than only garnering speculative excitement. The Ask Me Anything session was hosted by Reddit.com. There is this strange idea that has been passed down about Ripple from the past. Ripple plays a rather significant part, even if they do have to settle a lawsuit and receive a smack on the wrist for their trouble, and this is the main purpose of this paragraph. It is a network for the transfer of money, and it performs an outstanding job of carrying out its function. It has strong relationships with governments all across the globe and has put a lot of effort into developing these connections. Therefore, there is a justification for why the chain value is as high as it is, and it is not due to speculation, since the chain was removed from a significant number of exchanges as a result of the lawsuit. According to Powell, the XRP network has a legitimate opportunity to play a central role in a global economy that is centered on central bank digital currencies if the world moves in that direction. If the legal problem is overlooked, there is a good chance that the value of the chain will expand dramatically. Furthermore, as the globe goes towards central bank digital currencies, the XRP network is almost certainly going to be somewhere at the core of all of that. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with him? Ripple's top advisor tweeted about the possibility of Ripple issuing central bank digital currencies only a week ago, which is in complete agreement with what Powell is stating. Recently, Ripple employee Anthony Welfare, who serves as senior advisor for central bank digital currency and worldwide collaboration, sent a tweet that was linked to central bank digital currencies. On September 5, 2022, he revealed that the Digital Dollar Project is going to initiate a technical sandbox program to investigate potential options for central bank digital currency infrastructure, one of which is Ripple. The following was added by Welfare. The Digital Dollar Project launches technical sandbox program to explore central bank digital currency infrastructure solutions using Ripple XRP Ledger. He highlighted that the XRP Ledger, which is a decentralized network, forms the foundation of Ripple's central bank digital currency solution. Despite this, Welfare said in an interview that took place in June 2022 that Ripple is working on central bank digital currency solutions with certain initiatives that are already lined up. Ripple is continuing to innovate, for example, with non-fungible tokens, central bank digital currencies enabling organizations and developers to plan and create for a crypto-enabled future, he said in an interview with Papers. Ripple currently has many pilots for central bank digital currencies that are still being developed. These pilots include the Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan and the Republic of Palau. Cooperation between Ripple Lab and the Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan to pilot central bank digital currency in the South Central Asia Kingdom was also announced on September 5, 2022, by Welfare. This will result in the issuance and management, which may facilitate more efficient international financial transactions. Ripple's Central Bank Digital Currency Innovate was the name given to Ripple inaugural online central bank digital currency hackathon, which was held earlier this year. Approximately 483 people expressed interest in developing apps centered on central bank digital currency. After the end of the first round of the competition, on September 8, 2022, the finalists will be named, and those individuals will then advance to the second phase. Do you believe that there will be any benefits for XRP as a result of this? The top 10 cryptocurrencies had a constructive session on Saturday. XRP was the leader of the top 10, while Ethereum managed to avoid going into the red for the third session in a row. Bitcoin was able to recover $20,000 because of the improvement in market circumstances. The bullish attitude on the market continued into the week, while the investors have put their worries about a US recession to rest. The crypto market as a whole saw heavy losses, which attracted purchasers looking to capitalize on lower prices during the bullish Saturday session. Despite this, the cryptocurrency sector is anticipated to have a volatile week ahead of it. On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve will announce its decision about monetary policy as well as its economic forecasts. A news conference given by Fed Chair Powell will also garner a significant amount of attention. A crypto-negative response would be appropriate to hawkish rhetoric and rumors of more 75 basis point rises. The cryptocurrency market became uncoupled from the Nasdaq 100 last week as a result of the Ethereum merge. On the other hand, as long as the emphasis of the market remains on the Fed, we may anticipate a strong connection in the next week. On Saturday, the total value of all cryptocurrencies was around $919 billion in the middle of the day, but it rose to a high of $946 billion in the last hour of trading. The threat of a recession did not happen as buyers rushed in at lower prices in response to the market reaction to the Ethereum merge. The alleviation of concerns about an increase in Fed interest rates by 1 percentage point also assisted in the cryptocurrency market. However, with the release of Tuesday U.S. Consumer Price Index data and the sell-offs prompted by the Ethereum merge, the total market value of cryptocurrencies has decreased by $97 billion for the week. The total value of all cryptocurrencies on the market increased by $16.5 billion on Saturday, bringing it to $941.8 billion. Still, it was a bullish Saturday session for the crypto top 10. XRP had a rise of 5.87%, putting it in first place. What are your thoughts on whether the price of XRP will continue to climb or fall? Also, on-chain measurements showed without a reasonable doubt that whales have been profiting from the rising relative value of XRP. The number of transactions made using the cryptocurrency whale accounts has seen an increase in whale activity over the last 3 days. The most action took place on September 16th, which was also the day when the market had a positive rebound. There is a possibility that the whale activity is an indication that XRP is poised to become even more bullish, but other on-chain findings point in the other direction. For instance, the supply distribution statistic provides evidence that some of the whales are already cashing in their winnings after the most recent price increase. On September 16th, addresses that had more than 10 million coins and those who held between 100,000 and 1 million coins decreased the amount of currency they held in their wallets. This finding was significant since it showed that there is also outgoing sell pressure, particularly from the larger whales. This pressure is vital to take into account. As a result, the potential for XRP to go higher may be constrained, particularly if market sentiment continued to favor bearish. On the other side, some whales are purchasing, and there is always the possibility that others may follow suit. If the biggest holders of XRP decide to change into an accumulation mode, this may allow XRP to continue on its positive trajectory. Now, a few words concerning the legal action. According to the CoinGate report, District Decide Torres gave his approval to the suggested joint schedule plan put forward for each event. Nevertheless, the forthcoming hearing, which will take place on September 19, 2022, is going to be very essential for the next step. The redacted model of the briefs will be submitted by both the plaintiff and the defendants. Over the last week, the price of XRP has increased by more than 7%. The token has almost fully recovered from the current injury thanks to the current assistance. The price of XRP is now trading in the middle of the range. However, in comparison to its worth from a year ago, it is now trading at a reduction of 55%. Despite the bear market for cryptocurrencies, it still has a respectable market cap. Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission have been engaged in a protracted legal fight, which has hampered the growth of the value of XRP. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. And before you go, there are 2 videos waiting for you at the end of this video. Make sure to watch those. Have a good one.